We all make mistakes. It happens. I may have gotten a little bit carried away last time. I was talking about how the Yankees have this like momentum. The Guardians went 15 innings. The Yankees beat them in game one, look really poised to beat them in the whole series because Bieber's really the only problem they've got. And they've already taken one game. So it looks good. It really does. Um, then I went on to say that the Yankees would be not favored against the Dodgers, but would be favored against the Astros. I already knew I was going out there a little bit when I said that. I may have forgotten that the Astros traded for Trey Mancini. I was like, oh, Jeremy Pena hitting second, rookie in the playoffs. Like, how scary is that really? Like, yeah. And then I was thinking, oh, we have Judge, but I forgot that Jordan's at full strength again. So there's really not many arguments that the Yankees are better than the Astros because even though Kyle Tucker and Bregman and Altuve may not be playing at the level they have in the past, those three are definitely better than Anthony Rizzo, Gleyber Torres, and Oswaldo Cabrera. So, and then, Giancarlo and Mancini are similar, but then like a Jeremy Pena is way better than an IKF. And Yuli Gurriel and Donaldson are pretty similar. So I mean, it's actually not that much better. And Rizzo hit a home run last game, so you can argue that Cabrera is a stud, Rizzo is a stud. So they're actually not that much behind the Astros. So the roster construction is pretty fair. But that Trey Mancini hitting in the 7-hole is scary. You can do a lot more damage than some of the guys we have down there. So I'm going to admit I got a little carried away there. Ryan Presley, dominant reliever. Brian Abreu, dominant reliever. So I don't fear the Astros as much as I have in the past. I know Verlander is still Justin Verlander. I expect him to do Verlander things. Seeing the Mariners get to him does give confidence. He may still show up with that filthy stuff, but I think the Yankees will see him as more human than they would have without the Mariners having done that, which gives us a lot more confidence. So definitely still begging for the Mariners. Like if I could have the Padres beat the Dodgers or have the Mariners beat the Astros, definitely want the Mariners to beat the Astros because the Padres, as they've shown, are still a very, very scary team. Clevenger and Snell aren't quite as top shelf, but also the Dodgers, the Tony Gonsolin and Tyler Anderson. Gonsolin's coming off injury. You saw last night someone like Blake Treinen was coming off injury. That dude is meant to have that pulled up. That dude is like pitching ninja material made to happen. That two-seam slider, like 98 and 89, just flipping out. Like he's absolutely nuts. People don't realize how good that guy is. Blake Treinen, look it up. Absolute filth. They've also got Brusdar Gatterall, 101 mile an hour sinkers, just like the Yankees have Jonathan Loaisiga, except even more nasty, but a little less control. Making cat-like plays on a bunt yesterday. So, where was I going with that? Get enough sleep. It's important. Well, anyway, since I got sidetracked and started talking about Blake Treinen, random relievers popping up. The Dodgers are just ex-Yankees. They have Joey Gallo pinch hit for someone and he pops in the outfield. Like, think of Joey Gallo coming in, and then Tommy Conley. Oh my God, he is a whole new pitcher. So he used to be a guy who'd pump 97, 98, 99 and rip off a filthy change every once in a while. Now he throws 76% changeups, 23% fastballs, and 0.6% sliders. He used to throw, again, that 97 range. His fastball clocked in at 95.7 this year, so still good. And his changeups were at 89.8, absolute filth. His career ground ball percentage is like 1.47. It was up over 2 this year. So he's basically a completely different pitcher. What's even crazier is he's an even more different pitcher yesterday. As I said, he threw 89.8 on his changeups this year. They were 92, 93 yesterday, which means 2 to 3 miles an hour more. That means his fastball is back up to that 98 range, 97, 98. That's terrifying. He threw 10 pitches and struck out 3 batters yesterday. They didn't really talk about, because the Dodgers were losing at that point. It's not as, high leverage. People don't really care how well the Padres are hitting, but that dude's absolute filth, and that's a problem. Treinen, unfortunately, was throwing around 92, so he's not that 98 guy. Oh, there we go. That's what I was talking about. Tony Gonsolin's rehabbing. So you get someone like Gonsolin Full circle. You get someone like Gonsolin who's rehabbing, and a team can take advantage of that. So if you think about what the Dodgers bring out, they bring out Urias, who is very good, but he's not better than like a Luis Severino, for instance. Like he's good, and you could say he's better. His stats are good, and he's playoff tested. I'll bet actually most people would take him over Severino, but like he's not like that next level guy. He's not like a Shane Bieber that really strikes fear. I don't even think he strikes fear like a Severino. I think he's just more of a winner like a Cal Quantrill. He's very good. I'm not knocking him. He's just not that number one starter. The number one starter is supposed to be Walker Buehler. Without Walker Buehler, Kershaw was human yesterday, missed on a few pitches. Fastball's now back at, is it like 92? I know he had his best ERA in a long time this past year, but when he was 94, 95, his stuff faded. Like he didn't have like playoff stuff. It's different. It's like, it really is. So I'm not saying you have to throw 99, but Clayton Kershaw used to have a filthy curveball. Now he's more of a slider, hit your spots kind of guy. You miss one spot in the playoffs and you pay. So if you look at their pitching rotation, it's not as scary as you think it might be, especially based on the numbers. Gonsolin, Anderson, they don't strike the fear their numbers do, and fear does matter for the playoffs. As I was saying with Verlander showing he's human, that brings a lot of like, oh, we can do this. So, if I could have the Mariners beat the Astros, I would definitely choose that because the Padres, look at that bullpen. I'm going to admit, I did not know who Robert Suarez was. The dude is just pumping 101, got out of two crazy situations back-to-back innings. Josh Hader got his first 4-out save. He has been one of those guys who they say is not like a Mariano Rivera, likes having a clean inning, likes the ability to be able to walk a dude, allow a weak single, and then strike out 3 dudes in a row. He did do that yesterday. He did throw in a random walk. He did get runners on first and second, and then he went and got Austin Hedges. People were saying, why didn't you put in Chris Taylor? It's either way, it's a righty versus a lefty who throws super hard. Chris Taylor may have had that recent postseason success that people remember, hitting those home runs, but I trust the manager. He's been coming off injury. You need to be full strength to hit someone like Josh Hader. And, he said Barnes has like Barnes. Austin Hedges is another team. Whatever, some backup catcher. I think it's Austin Barnes. Austin Hedges is on the Guardians, I think, which, by the way, I'm impressed. I never once said Indians. So I'm not going to question Dave Roberts. He knows what he's doing. They've gotten where they were best season in Dodgers history, not just because of the talent, but he's made some good decisions. So I trust Dave Roberts. Basically, it's a big win for the Padres. If they win 2 in a row in San Diego, then it's all there. So it's really exciting, really, really exciting stuff. I actually think they have a chance to do it. Tony Gonzalez and Tyler Anderson really don't strike fear into teams. And Gonsolin could have lost a few on his fastball. And Machado's red hot. Soto's a lefty. Josh Bell's a switch hitter. So let's go. I think the Padres can pull it off. As for the Mariners, I'm not quite as hopeful. But Yankees game tonight, I already kind of detailed it last time. I do think the Guardians have a really good chance of pulling this off, but I also have faith. I'd say it's like maybe 60% chance Guardian, 57% chance the Guardian will win tonight.